We have over 30 virtual participants, just to let you know. So it's recording. I guess that you are okay to be recorded.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's not much of a talk. So consider this some kind of like an infomercial or advertisement of something we're trying to promote. Fortunately, I don't have any slides to show you because my computer croaked this morning. So, but this doesn't require, this isn't that kind of talk with slides and presentations. So who here is familiar with the website called Stack Overflow? Please raise your hand. So we have about 75%. Those of you online, if you can raise your hand too, just so I go back to the recording and see where we stand. Cool. Okay. And growing. Great. So as a student, Stack Overflow is something that I started using years back when you have a problem, an issue with anything from how to interpret GLM output in R to how to reconstruct Mars and machine learning models and things like that. So basically, it's a very, very convenient platform of asking questions and receiving answers. And one of the reasons that one of the things that makes it such a convenient platform is that there are moderators, that they go through questions and they help and suggest how to edit your questions and answers. Sometimes they kick your question off or direct your question to an existing post that already deals and provides the appropriate answers for what you asked. And it's a very good way to ask questions and receive high quality answers. Okay, mostly deals with coding and computer issues, but there's also similar platforms that are affiliated to Stack Overflow that will later on also enable us to open more of a broad discussion. As telemetry users, I think one of the strengths as the community working with acoustic telemetry or telemetry in general, that the people who have the answers and can help you are always easily accessible once you know who they are. Okay, so just looking at the faces here, basically I can use the collective information here to do everything, even if I've never touched a receiver or tag in my life. Some people who are very experienced with the tagging process, with the analyses, with deployments, with processing the data, knowing which kind of fish and which kind of tag works with what, the open protocols, right? Which kind of transmitters will best perform under different circumstances. So the information is out there, right? And judging by so far how the day started and also from previous experiences, people are also very, very happy to help and consult and provide their input and really help each other out. The thing is that when someone, if you don't know the right people, or you don't have the time to write the email and approach someone, and you don't know exactly who to turn to, we currently don't have a platform to enable us to exchange the information. And a lot of the information that many users in telemetry need are very, very specific to telemetry, either acoustic telemetry, telemetry in general, or other aquatic tracking techniques like PIT and things like that. Okay, so we have opened the tag on Stack Overflow. We called it acoustic telemetry just because it's the broadest and most familiar term. Okay. We're also happy to open additional tags that deal with PIDs or things like that if there is a need. Okay, so we don't want anyone to feel excluded if they work on telemetry but not acoustic, or they work on acoustic on telemetry but not aquatic, things like that. Okay, but now there's a tag for this, and it may sound insignificant, but it is. The reason is that now when someone has a question, right, they can tag it as acoustic telemetry, and other people will easily, hopefully, find the questions and answer them. So I think so far we have 3 questions. And the idea isn't to inflate the activity under this acoustic telemetry tag, right? Because we just want to provide the platform. However, it would be very useful if any of you, so I myself have been using Stack Overflow for years, right? It's basic, during my master's for sure, it was basically like my homepage, because all the things you get stuck with and questions like that. But I've only opened an account recently when we were trying to get this tag moving. And I encourage everyone to open an account. It's free, okay? You don't have to use it. But it may be the difference between if you're feeling a bit lazy and asking a question once you already have the account, right? So it would be easier to ask questions because it's already there and you post the questions, and also answer. Okay? So again, many people, especially in this room, have the knowledge and experience to provide very, very good, highly detailed answers that otherwise would take a student the beginning of their work, like literally probably years to find find out, because a lot of the knowledge is based on a lot of experience and hard-earned experience. So again, I don't have the laptop here, but currently, just to explain the breadth of the topic, so we have questions currently on open protocols, right? So if someone has a question about I want to buy these kind of tags and I'm not sure if they will work with these kind of receivers, what should I do? Okay, and these are questions that often are very, very costly if you get wrong. And again, people sitting in this room know the answers, so now it's really easy to ask someone and they'll give you the answer and it's fine. But think about your colleagues, your students, if you're a researcher, so the next students, or if everyone usually has, like many people have someone in their lab that they know everything, or think about the day when that person leaves and then you're stuck. We want to have this information available to everyone. So there's a question about open protocols and what kind of tags and transmitters work with what kind of map coding. There's a question about synchronizing times for positioning, which is a bit relevant to here. And I think there was one recently about converting time zones from the data, this is data from Google Apps. My objective of this few minutes is that you hear people online or your colleagues next time when you have a telemetry specific issue, instead of writing an email to someone that you know and then the information stays between you, post it online or look for answers that, or maybe someone else asked the same question. Okay? And the vision is, in the end, if you have something, a very nerdy, very specific telemetry question, you'll go to Google and you'll find someone already asked it and answered it, and you'll have the whole feedback. Okay? So the tag is acoustic-telemetry with no spaces. If you ask a question, add the tag to your question, because you want the right people to see it. Right? If you don't add the tag, even if people are very happy they won't know how to find it. And you can also follow the tag. So if anyone posts questions or answers under this subject, you can be notified. Okay? That's it.
Thanks, Renanel. So guys, now we are going to have a coffee break. So please locate and set the position of the catering in the corridor. And the catering is accessible all the time. So every time you are in a need for a coffee, just go there. And we will ask